Hey butterflies, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your quick video which will be talking about having a moon placement in Cancer, a Venus placement in Cancer, a Mars, a Mercury also, right? So I've got a few notes here, right? And as you guys know, it is Cancer season. If you haven't checked out the video already, please go and check it out. I done a video of my sister entitled Spilling the Tea on astrology, and then we talked about your sign, so please go and check that out. So just to round up the actual season now, because I done, you know, love readings with, your sign with all the other signs of the zodiac, like a little birthday present from me to you. And now, this is the last video for your sign, for your season, I should say. Um, but you, obviously, yes, you will be getting your monthlies as well. Um, but now I'm going to be discussing about having certain planets in Cancer, right? So this video is for not only Cancerian people, because me myself, I'm a Leo, but my moon's in Cancer, and so is my Mars. So, for instance, some of you could be a Scorpio with a moon in Cancer. That's very powerful, by the way. But yeah. Anyway, let's get cracking on, and let's take a look at the planets that are in Cancer, if you have them, right? Or if you are dealing with someone that's got these specific planets in Cancer, how you can you know get on with them, and how you can how you can get on with them, how you can understand them. So with a moon in Cancer, the moon is at its home sign when it's in Cancer. All right. Moon in Cancer people are very nurturing, they're very sentimental, they're very caring, they're very receptive. They can pick up on energies, and they're very empathetic, and they're very sweet. That's the positive attributes with a moon in Cancer, right? The not so positive attributes of a moon in Cancer is, moon in Cancers can be quite moody, and closed off. And the moon cycle really does affect a moon in Cancer person, right? Especially, I say for myself, when the moon's in Scorpio, right? That's just like intense. Because remember, moon in Cancers, they can pick up on energies as well. And because they can pick up on energies from others, they are able to absorb different types of energy. So if they go into a room and they've got someone that is very hyperactive, or someone that is very moody, someone that is very um, mischievous minded, they can pick up on all these type of energies. And what a moon in Cancer person needs to be careful of, even myself, because I've got a moon in Cancer, is that they don't take on other people's energies as their own. This is one of the reasons why moon in Cancer people need to take time away, and regroup and recenter, because they absorb so much different energies from other people that sometimes they forget, whose actual energy am I carrying right now? Is it mine? And they go off to ground themselves and recenter. Okay, one of the negative attributes about having a moon in Cancer, or having a moon in Cancer, is that, you know, cancers, or moon in Cancer, we're speaking about moon in Cancers, they hold on to the past, because they have such good memories. It is a good thing to have a good memory. You're able to remember things from the past, like certain things I remember from the past when I was 1 years old, and people are looking at me like, you remember when you were one? Yes, I do. I can't tell you, the day in, the day out of what I was doing, but I remember little snippets of what I did do when I was one, and maybe much younger, right? Well, moon in Cancer people do have a very, very good memory, and they remember things from the past, and sometimes that's to their detriment, because they can remember things that happened to them from their past that has had an effect on them, right? I.e., that's hurt them. And because they hold on to the past, they hold on to that painful memory, which is detrimental. Um, Moon in Cancer people can also shut people out and close people off. And they normally do that when they are hurt or upset. All right. But remember, they have to remember, I should say, that people are not mind readers. Okay, so moon in Cancer people do generally tend to, go into their shell when they're feeling a bit sad and upset, but they do, they do retreat when they and also when they need to retreat from, the outside noise, and also all the different energies that they've picked up from other people. It can get too much sometimes. So moon in Cancer people do need to retreat. And again, when they are upset with people, they do tend to, close off and, create that hard shell, or go into their shell, I should say. All right. Moon in Cancers thrive on close connections, family, friends, and their friends are like their family. So if it takes a long time, I would say, for people to get close to a Moon in Cancer person, because Moon in Cancer people are very, because they're so receptive and they pick up on energies. Sometimes they can be very cautious of who to trust and who to let in, but once they do let you in, you have a friend for life. And a Moon in Cancer person, if you are a friend, they will treat you like you are their family. They will fuss over you, they'll want to nurture you, they will want you to tell them their problems, they will want to make things all right for you, they will want to make you feel comfortable. They're the actual friend that will give you that tea and sympathy. They will be like the mother hen. Have you got everything? They are the person to check up on you if you are their friend. Have you made sure that you packed this for your interview? They will want to take care of. And even if you are a family member, and even if you are their younger sibling, they will act like they're your older sibling, because they generally do care about people. And sometimes they have to be careful that they don't smother others. But people that know a Moon in Cancer know that it's coming from their heart. They're only doing it because they care. Family is very important to them, and making people feel at home when they are around a Moon in Cancer is very important. They don't like for people to feel left out. They don't like for people to feel, yeah, that's one of the pet peeves for a Moon in Cancer. They like to incorporate and include. They're very inclusive. They like to, although, like I said, they can be exclusive when they feel hurt, but when they are in their higher vibrations, they like to include everyone. They want everyone to get on as a big family, because having that family environment is very important to them. A Moon in Cancer person will also want to create their own family. So you may find these people being very broody. If they get into a connection with people, or if they're getting into a connection, into a relationship, then what's high on the agenda of the relationship is to create their own family. Especially if they didn't have that sort of structure when they were growing up, they want to create their own structure of that happy family environment. If their partner has kids already, they will treat their partner's children as if they were their own, because again, they love to nurture, they love to care for, whether they're male or female. All right. Yeah, Moon in Cancer people, they yearn for that emotional connection. So if you are a friend of this person that has a Moon in Cancer, they want the friendship to be very authentic. They want you to be able to open up and be real about your emotions. They can go there with you if you want to talk about, what happened in your past or a painful experience. They want to go there with you. They want to console you. They want to be able to make you feel good. They want you to speak about your problems. Okay, have to be quite mindful, however, that a Moon in Cancer person doesn't just dwell on a past hurt with a friend and remain stuck there. But generally a Moon in Cancer person wants to have that authentic friendship with a person, so they're able to connect on a spiritual level, right? When in a relationship with a Moon in Cancer person, like a romantic relationship, they want to be able to connect mind, body, and soul with their partner. They want their partner to be able to express their innermost thoughts and feelings. They want to be best friends with their partner. They want their partner to be able to cry if they're upset. I know that this I know, but they want their partner to be so authentic within their emotions that basically they want their partner to feel comfortable to cry in front of them. That's what I should have said, right? um they want their partner to understand their emotions, the ebb and flows of their emotions. They want to be accepted. They want to feel safe within a partnership as well, and a friendship. If they don't feel safe within a partnership or a friendship, then they can tend to cut people off, especially friends, if they feel like someone is not authentic, or they don't really like surface based people, moon and cancer people. I mean, they can be friends with people that are surface based, but they will see them and put them in a box of more of an acquaintance, because they are so authentic and real that they can't really, it's not a natural place for them to be in a friendship where their friends are not, real and authentic. um so they'll tend to be acquaintances with people that at very surface based. And in a relationship, a moon in cancer person needs to connect with someone's emotion. If they can't connect with their partner's emotions, it's going to be difficult. A perfect person for a moon in cancer person to be with in a relationship is someone that is maybe a Pisces moon. Because with a Pisces moon, they're able to, Pisces moons are very, they're very caring, that they like to heal and help others. And with a moon in cancer, you'll find that these two, they're able to connect on an emotional level. They're able to speak about their feelings. But I feel like more moon in cancer will draw the Pisces person's emotions out, whereas a Pisces moon person is able to allow a moon in cancer person to connect to their more their more artistic side. So they may connect over music. And a Pisces moon person will, you know open a Cancerian's moon person up more to their creativity. Not to say it's not there anyway, but especially in terms of making love, it will be very beautiful for these two to connect with each other, because a Pisces person is very mystical, and the moon in Cancer craves that closeness. And you know they will be allowed to escape within the Piscean moon's world, right? And the Piscean moon will feel very comforted with a moon in Cancer. A moon in Cancer person would also connect very well with a Scorpio person, a Scorpio moon person, or a Scorpio individual also, because again, a moon in Cancer will be connected and intrigued by a Scorpio's intensity. And a Scorpio person, although they're not really trustworthy of others, they will feel that they can trust this moon in Cancer person. um and because a moon in Cancer person yearns for deep emotional connections, they will find it very, alluring as well as satisfying to be with a moon in Scorpio. What else about moon in Cancers? Okay, moon in Cancer people are very loyal, and they also expect a partner to be. And if a partner or a friend is not loyal, they find it very disheartening, and again, they will remove themselves from this individual or individuals. It may take some time, because remember, moon in Cancer person, they hold on to people and things for a long time. So they could hold on to grudges. If you hurt a moon in Cancer person, they will hold on to that grudge, and that will refrain them, refrain them from wanting to move towards you or continue with a friendship or a relationship. And again, because moon in Cancer people hold on to connections for a long time, if they are in a bad relationship or a friendship, it will take them a long time to leave that connection, because they hold on to, they can, I should say, hold on to sentiment. But once they are done, they are done. I feel a moon in Cancer person, they love to nurture, they love to take care of, they love to cook, they love the home life, they love, you know, spending time with family. Or if they haven't got family, their friends become like family. Once they've built up that trust with their friend, they make extremely good parents. They really enjoy being parents as well, whether they're male or female. They are very in tune with their children. They are intuitive, they know what their child needs. um, they are very caring, very loving. Not to say they can't be bossy, but at the same time they're so in tune with their children that being a parent is a joy, is a pleasure. Like I said, with a moon in Cancer person, they that's one of their goals. Some people, because I know I'm a moon in Cancer, some people, I remember when I was younger and people said to me, oh, what do you want to do when you're older? I want to be a mom. I want to be a mom. I want 5 children. But and some people look at you like you're crazy. But when you're a moon in Cancer, that you're maternal. This is you want to, you know, have your own offsprings, or even if they're not your own offspring, if they're your nieces or your nephews or your friends' children, you want to, you know, they're children. Children are there to be loved and nurtured and taken care of, and that again, that's one of the things that moon in Cancer people want. They want to create their own family, and if they can't create their own family, then their friends' children will become like their own children. And you might find these people working in schools, you may find these people working as nurses, as doctors, because they like to care for others, or counselors, because they like to talk about emotions, they like people to talk about their emotions, right? um, Again, with a moon in Cancer, they're very in touch with their emotions, and they have to understand that not everyone else is that way inclined, not everyone else wants to express their emotions, right? Moon in Cancer is a very good placement to have. Even the not so great sides of being moody, holding on to the past, holding on to grudges, that can be overlooked. And people that are in the life of a moon in Cancer tend to overlook the negative attributes, because they know that once they are in the life of a moon in Cancer, i.e. being a friend, a family member, or a romantic partner, they will be taken care of for life. Okay, so let's move on to having a Venus in Cancer. Now, when you've got a Venus in Cancer, you can tend to be very romantic. I know a few people with Venus in Cancer, and they are very romantic because they're in touch with their emotions. It's almost like they can read their partner's mind about what their partner needs, what their partner wants. So, this is a person that will buy you flowers. This is a person that will make you a meal, without you even telling them what your favorite meal is. They can intuitively know and sense how you feel. So if you need time and space away from this person, or if you're feeling a bit moody or you're not in a mood, this person with a Venus in Cancer will intuitively know what you want, right? They're extremely romantic, okay? They're very sentimental, okay? So what they'll do what they feel, because they're feelers, remember, right? So they'll feel into what you would need, what you will want. And again, because they're sentimental, it may take this person with a Venus in Cancer a long time to release a toxic or a negative friend or relationship, because they hold on to, oh, but the reason why they did it is because they were hurting at the time, or the reason why they did it is because they lost their job. Like, they not to say they will make excuses, but they always overlook the person's actions, because they're coming from a heart space. They're coming from the heart, and they always want to see the good in others. And it is, it's a good attribute to have, but at the same time it could be a negative attribute to have as well, because then some people can take advantage of a Venus in Cancer because they give a lot, and because they give a lot as well, they expect to receive back from others. And when they don't receive what they give out, it can lead to resentment, but it may not be shown. But I feel like a Venus in Cancer does like to give, because they want people to feel good. It's all about feeling good, right? And sometimes because they are intuitively inclined to know what their partner wants, they may expect at times, not all the time, they may expect their partner to be that same way with them. And when their partner's not, they may sulk behind closed doors, like, why didn't they buy me flowers? I cooked for them. Or why didn't they run me a bath? I ran them a bath, you know when they came home from work. Or why didn't they ask me how I'm feeling? This is something that because they are that way inclined, because they're so in tune, they're so romantic. They may expect others to be that way inclined. The perfect match for a Venus in Cancer will be someone that is maybe a Venus in Cancer, also someone that has maybe a Venus in Virgo, someone that can so Venus and Virgo individuals, they like to be of service. So a Venus and Cancer person will provide, the flowers, the candles, the meal, and the Venus and Virgo person will then also want to serve the Venus in Cancer person, right? So that could be a match made in heaven. A Venus in Scorpio will be very possessive of the Venus in Cancer, and the Venus in Cancer may like this because it will make them feel wanted and needed. And oh, okay, so you do check for me then. All right, then let's come work. I'll serve you. I'll buy you flowers. What else do you want me to do? Sort of thing. Or a Venus in Pisces. Pisces are so dreamy and romantic, and Venus in Cancers are equally romantic. So that's going to be a match made in heaven, right? um a Venus in Cancer wants a partner who is in touch with their emotions. So you may find that a Venus in Cancer person will want to speak about their emotions, right? So be prepared for that over a beautiful candlelit dinner, by the way, right? So be open for that, okay? And again, a Venus in Cancer person, they often forgive people a lot, and they look past their flaws. Okay, so that's another thing that Venus in Cancer people need to be mindful of, and to know when enough is enough. um, and sometimes a Venus in Cancer person can let their heart rule, overtake their head, rule their head, right? So again, like I said before, they may overlook a person's faults. We all have faults. None of us are perfect, right? But when someone keeps continually taking the mick and taking the mick, they may give this person second and a million chances. And then, it comes to the point where they have to realize that this person is a bad apple, a bad egg, and they're never going to change. So that's one thing to be mindful of. But a Venus in Cancer person is very romantic, right? And you're blessed to have someone with a Venus in Cancer. Let's talk about Mercury. Okay, if you got a Mercury in Cancer, or if you're dealing with someone with a Mercury in Cancer, be prepared for this person to speak about their emotions. I have friends that got Mercury in Cancer. I've got a friend that got a Mercury in Cancer, and the way this person, expressing themselves is with such artistry. Even when they're angry, the words that they use, Little Kim has a Mercury in Cancer, and even when I was young, I should not have been listening to Little Kim's song when I was younger. But even when I was younger, the way I was just like so honed in to the way she spat on the mic, you know what I mean? Like, she was just so you know, she was just so, her lyrics were raw, but at the same time they were authentic. They were real, they were true. You felt it with a, you felt it when Little Kim rapped. I'm talking about old Kim from hardcore days. Like, you felt that. It was her, it was real, it was unapologetic, right? Even, with a Mercury in Cancer, these people speak with such, you know artistry and emotion. Like, they're able to emote how they're feeling. These people will make extremely great poets, great writers. They have beautiful speaking voices as well. Okay, they're able to, convey how a situation made them feel with words that you wouldn't even think of, right? Because for instance, if someone asks you, how was your day today? You could say, I was tired, because I was on my feet all day. With a Mercury in Cancer, they will say, I was overwhelmed with heaviness at the soles of my feet. Because to me, they're like the poets of the Mercury, placements. They are the poets, right? So again, these people have brilliant singing voices. I know Faith Evans, she has a Mercury in Cancer, and I just love Faith Evans. I don't know if you guys know who Faith Evans is. I've been listening to Faith Evans since I was 12 years old, when she first came out with that song, As Soon As I Get Home. Even when I heard that song, I just thought to myself, like, wow. I mean, my sisters were trying to imitate her, but Yeah, but even like to this day, I still listen to Faith Evans. She's an amazing vocalist, and it makes sense. Her Mercury is in Cancer, and again, I mentioned that with Mercury, when you got a Mercury in Cancer, these people are poets, and Faith Evans, as an example, she writes her own songs, so she's able to convey, especially, okay, let me give you an example. She's got a song called Come Over. How can I forget? I play this song nearly every day. Okay, I let out my secret there. But she's got a song called okay, this, for instance, as soon as I get home, right? It's the part when she gets to the bridge, when she says, I'm not going to sing it, guys. No, I'm not going to sing it. When she says, I know what I need, but I need you, baby. Then she starts ad-libbing and going into the riffs. You feel that. Even at 12 years old, I felt that. Do you understand? Because she's singing from the gut, like it, I think you guys understand what I mean. With a Mercury in Cancer, even if they don't want to be singers, have beautiful speaking voices, right? I've got a friend, again, she's got a Mercury in Cancer. Her voice is so beautiful, beautiful speaking voices. And these people, if they wanted to, could make amazing actors and do accents if they wanted to, right? If they are into, performing arts and stuff, they'll make great actors. They are able, if they don't know it already, they can do different accents. They're able to understand other people's emotions and convey the emotions of others if people can't put into words how they're feeling. So it is a good placement to have. These people will make great artists, great singers, great poets, great storytellers as well. They're able to break down, you know, how it's an experience made them feel. So then the listener is able to understand, even if a listener is not empathetic, after speaking to a Mercury in Cancer person, they're able to feel somewhat or gain an understanding of what their Mercury in Cancer person was trying to convey. All right. Now, lastly, we're going to speak about a Mars in Cancer. I have a Mars placement in Cancer. Now, having a Mars in Cancer is at its detriment because remember, Mars is a planet of action, it's fire. When you think of Mars in a Mars placement, sorry, you know, you're thinking of Aries because Aries is at its home in Mars, right? Or any fire placement. So a Mars in Cancer, it's at its detriment because remember, Cancer is very watery, emotional, and it can be confused with the Mars energy. You can remember Mars is fire and all about passion and going after what you want, being assertive, right? But a Mars, having a Mars in Cancer can make a Mars in Cancer person quite repressed, taking slow to anger, right? So if a Mars in Cancer person is angry, you may not know that they're angry, and the anger may come out at the wrong time, and a person may be left confused, like, why, like, what's the matter with you, like, why are you angry? And then the Mars in Cancer person will turn around and say, yeah, it's what you did 5 years ago. Remember that time when, and the person's looking at them like, what, wait a minute, like, this happened 5 years ago and we're just chilling right now, and then you're angry. This is this is what happens when you've got a Mars in Cancer, because it's in its detriment. It's not in the right element to be in a Mars placement. It's water, takes it slow, to process, right? And it can erupt at the wrong time. The anger can erupt at the wrong time. A Mars in Cancer person, you know, can be very sensual. And when they're looking for a partner, when they're looking for a mate, they want to know if that person has the same ideals as them. They want to know if that person is very family orientated, because, these things are very important to a Mars in Cancer person. Chris Brown has his Mars in Cancer. And, Chris Brown, from what I see, he's a good father. You can see that he's really invested in his children. Terry Crews has a Mars in Cancer. And he's got 5 children. So, you know, family life is very important to a Mars in Cancer person. And when they look for a mate, you know, subconsciously or unsubconsciously, they're looking for a person that is going to make a great mate. Is this person going to be a good mother? Or is this a person that I can create and bond a family with? When they are seeking partners, they're seeking someone that they can actually have children with. This is what a lot of people don't understand, you know. So it may take a Mars in Cancer a long time to actually, you know, be intimate with a person, because intimacy is wrapped up, is entangled with emotions with a Mars in Cancer. It's not just about, you know, having sex, it's not just about that. When a Mars in Cancer is invested in a person, invested in a relationship, you know, they want to connect mind, body and soul. You know, it's not just a simple thing for a Mars in Cancer person. And subconsciously they are thinking about having a child with that person, you know. And like I said, when they're seeking out partners, they're looking at, is this person going to want children? Not to say a Mars in Cancer person, you know, can't connect with someone and they don't want nothing serious, but generally, you know, their actual calling is to mate. So when they are connecting with someone, they potentially want to settle down with that person, or they want that person to be the father of their child or the mother of their child. And when they do connect, they want to be able to connect with that person on a spiritual level, right? That's how they're going to be satisfied as well. Okay, so that's just a quick rundown of the planets, you know, in Cancer. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I enjoyed, you know, delivering it to you all. I will speak to you guys soon. Take care of yourself. You guys know what I'm going to say. Peace out.